drummers, welcome to Tim Connolly Drums. Using a new microphone today, testing it out, so hopefully the audio is good for this particular video. Today we are going to talk about the 40 international drum rudiments. Now obviously we're not going to go through all 40 in one video, but I'm definitely going to touch on some of the popular ones and or ones that I like to use, and I might do a group of videos where I touch on all the rudiments because I think they're all important, but obviously there's going to be some that you use a lot more than others. Now, in my opinion, the rudiments are underused, and you know, back in the day when I was starting out on drums and a lot of other people, rudiments were heavy. And there was a lot more marching bands, I'm pretty sure, back then, and there was a lot more emphasis on the rudiments because of the marching bands. Now, once a month, I teach marching band, and they got to go through all these rudiments, top to bottom, especially the flams and the drags, because the single strokes, the doubles, the paradiddles, everybody should learn those. But rudiments like the Flam Accent, Flam Tap, Flam Accent, Flam paradiddle, etc., the drags, single drag tap, double drag tap, more commonly used in a marching band situation. However, I like to take them and apply them to the drum kit, but ultimately the first step is you got to learn them on the pad. Okay, so first thing I want to say though, before we actually get into the rudiments, is I want to dedicate this video to an old friend of mine who I was actually on the phone with today. His name is Mike Rittenhouse. So Mike, if you're watching, we were talking about rudiments. I decided in between students, I'm going to shoot this quick video and we're going to talk about rudiments in the video. So Mike, you're the inspiration for this video. Now, I just want to say a couple things about Mike specifically. We went to music school together many years ago, back in the early 90s, I guess. And Mike, I think actually Mike was a year ahead of me, as I recall. But what a fantastic player Mike was, and developed into a professional player. You know, we went our different paths, you know, after music school and whatever, but I did manage to keep up with him somewhat. Saw him play a few times. By coincidence, we played Beatles festival together, and we played a few other venues together at the same time, different bands, but we were, you know, on a bill together for different gigs. And Mike also studied with some of the same guys that I studied with at music school. So, you know, we come from similar backgrounds, but we're different players, definitely different players. As all drummers are. You could take 100 drummers and get them all to play Boots and Cats, eighth note groove, and they're all going to sound different. So that's pretty normal that, you know, everybody's got their own little idea of how these rudiments and grooves and whatever go. So I'm just going to give you my interpretation of these rudiments. I have studied them pretty extensively with a lot of my teachers over the years. And Mike, if you're watching, I hope you get something out of this too, man. Okay, now I have down below in the description, I'm going to try and see if I can post. I have 2 PDFs of all 40 international drum rudiments. Originally it was 26, then they advanced it to 40, and of course now in 2023 there's a whole bunch of hybrids of these rudiments. So like I said, I'm just going to focus on some substantial ones that are used most commonly. Obviously the single stroke roll, I mean, that's pretty standard. So you want to get your singles together. Now in terms of holding the sticks, getting a bounce, the free stroke, the molar stroke, all that stuff, check out my other videos where I have full instruction on all that. Today we're just talking about rudiments. So you take that single stroke and we can divide it up into different groupings. So the second rudiment is called single stroke 4. 3 16th note triplets and an 8th note. Right side or left side. Okay? Watch my other video that I just put out about left hand leads. You want to be able to do all of these rolls with a right or left lead. Don't skip out and just do this. Right hand heavy and the left hand drags along. I always think of that Christmas Story movie where the brother is bundled up so heavily in all his winter gear that mom put on him, you know, the snowsuit, the scarf, the hat, the big boots. He looks like a spaceman. And the other kid, the main character in the movie, doesn't seem to be bundled up as much. So he's able to move a lot faster. And he's dragging his brother behind. So whenever I think of that dragging of the left hand, I always think of that movie where the kid drags his brother behind because he's all bundled up. So take all that winter gear off your left hand, get it into shape. So check out one of my other videos for that. Okay, now we got number 3, single stroke 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are alternating, right, left. Now, as far as accents go on these things, some of them have written out accents and you can follow that. Or if they don't have an accent, you can put the accent where you want, but ultimately, you can put the accent really wherever you want. You can take a paradiddle and accent the E, you can accent the and, the whatever. Don't think that you're restricted to only the accents or the non-accents that are written in this book. There's many, many different accents, okay? So that single stroke 7 consists of 6 16th notes followed by a quarter note. I chose to put the accent on the downbeat 1 or 3. So because it's 6 strokes followed by 1 quarter note. The 6 strokes, I'm trying to fit 6 beats, 6 16th notes or 32nd notes, either or, inside of a quarter note. Okay? All right, now, the next thing I'm going to go to is the double stroke. So we just covered a couple of the single strokes, then the double stroke. So this is, there's different aspects of the double stroke. We're going to talk about the open roll. Open roll means we're not digging the sticks into the head and creating a buzz stroke. We're just playing an open roll where the sticks are bouncing off the head, okay? So first thing, number 6 of the rudiments, double stroke open roll rudiments, part C. On this page here, I'm reading off the page. These doubles, you want to get them nice and even. And just practice moving your doubles, because then we're going to get into the rolls. So you got to get these doubles down to be able to play the rolls, okay? So the first roll that I really like, or first roll rather that I really like, is the 5-stroke roll. Now, we're going to play with double strokes, right, right, left, left, right, followed by left, left, right, right, left. Now, it's written here in the book, the accent is on the last stroke. So the right, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, something like that. But like I said, you can put the accent anywhere you want. So don't butcher me if I'm not playing the accent exactly as it's written. I'm just sort of placing it where I like to place it. Now, I don't like accenting at the beginning of the 5-stroke roll. I prefer to accent on the tail end. But like I said, you can change it up any way you want. I'm just here to give you some ideas. 5-stroke roll, really love it. All right, next one. 7-stroke roll. And again, count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Till you're comfortable. This one doesn't necessarily alternate. Okay, so you want to get those strokes so that they're flowing nicely. Okay, and for the 7, you can also do a left-hand lead. I did a right-hand lead to start with, but we can also go left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Again, I'm accenting the last stroke, so, or, and like I said, I can't emphasize enough, make sure that you're able to do these rolls with a right lead and a left lead. Be dynamic too. Learn how to do these rolls low. On either side. So you have dynamics. You got, height, and then you got orchestral. Okay? Next one, 9-stroke roll. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now obviously you're just counting it in the beginning so that you understand how many strokes you have to play. Lose that once you get it. You're not going to be going 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. It's impossible, right? This one alternates. So you're doing right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. And I'm following the book for the accent. It's on the last beat. Okay, so there are many, many others. That's all we're going to focus on. Then we have got the diddle rudiments. So the diddle rudiments, obviously, standard single paradiddle. Everybody knows these, I'm hoping. I don't have to spend a lot of time. However, some of the other paradiddles you may not be as familiar with. So single paradiddle, double paradiddle. So right, left, para times 2, followed by the diddle. Para, para, diddle, para, para, diddle. Okay? Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm putting an accent on the very first of the paradiddles, the single strokes. Okay, so that's the double. Then we got the triple. 1, 3 times you do the para part. 3 singles, 3 groups of singles, followed by a diddle. Okay, and finally the paradiddle diddle, which is right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. And then of course we also have the paradiddle diddle starting from the left side. Left, right, left, right, right. So you can do it right-handed, of course, all of these. Right lead, left lead. We're going to move on to a few flams. You got your standard flam. Now, these flams, it's like a squishing sound you're aiming for. And you want the flam stick to be low. Check out, I have a whole video on how to do flams, check it out. But I'm just going to get into it basic here. Flam stick low, accent stick high. Alternating. And you can keep track of your flams. You'll understand what I'm talking about when you get into more complicated flams. It's easy to get confused when your sticks are at the same height. You want to know Flam Accent, Flam Tap. You want to know which is the accent stick, which is the tap stick. So Flam Tap, extending upon the flam, is basically just double strokes with a flam at the beginning. So Flam Tap. Flam, tap. Notice it's double, so you're going to get this. Right, right, left, left. So flam, tap, flam, tap. That is the Flam Tap. Next one we're going to do is the Flam Accent. Again, a lot of these are extensions of other rhythmic ideas. So this one, the Flam Accent, is basically a paradiddle, a triplet with a flam at the beginning. So it's flam, left, right, followed by left flam, right, left. So right flam, left, flam, right, left. You can feel that triplet pulse when you hear that. Triplet, triplet, flamolet, flamolet. Now, one thing I want to talk about flams, I was talking about this to Mike today actually. Some drummers like what's called a crunching flam or a wider flam. I like a tight flam personally, but this is really wide, really spacing it out. Almost to the point where it's like that. But you don't want to be that. You want to be almost that. That's a wide type flam. Mike was talking about, he likes to go against, the traditions and really widen that flam and separate the sticks out, which is nice. I prefer a little tighter. I like that when they're tight, personally. Okay, last one of the flams we're going to talk about is the Flam Paradiddle, also known as the Flamadiddle. Mike's request. He was asking me about this actually. So we got a paradiddle with a flam at the beginning. Notice how the flam stick is high, the accent stick. All the other strokes are low. Okay? All right, so that is the Flam Diddle, which I really love. Now, don't get too uptight about speed on these. Flams, you want to execute and get a good sound before you worry about getting crazy speed on them. So don't worry too much about speed, worry about execution and getting a good sound. All right, drag rudiments. So a drag is a little double before an accented stroke. Now this one is almost always the drag is ghosted and the accent stroke is louder. So remember how I said earlier about, you know, put your accents where you want. And this one kind of gotta go by the rules here. Left, left, right. Now, I'm really spreading it out. This is like the Flam. This is a wide drag. Tighten it up. Right. Left. I've tightened it right up. Okay, so you can determine how wide or how tight you want to do your drag. And that's up to the drummer and whatever you're going for musically, okay? Okay, so that's the drag. Then we have the single drag tap, which is kind of like the Flam Tap in the sense that, except you alternate this one. Instead of doing a double, it's drag, tap, tap. But with an accent on the last stroke. Again, depending on how tight you want them. Okay. So the drags are super cool, okay? Last one we're gonna talk about, because like I said, there's 40, we're just going through a few, is the double drag tap. So you do the drag twice. Once again, repeating myself, but I feel I have to. You decide the space. Oftentimes it has to do with tempo. Oops. Okay, so you decide what you want to do with these musically. You can do like an extension. So you can carry on that eighth note further into the bar. Okay, so those are just some of the 40 international drum rudiments. Like I said, I may do a video where I tap into them a little bit more heavily, but for today, we just covered a few of them, the ones that I like to use quite a bit. I do use a lot of the other ones, but those are the main ones that I use, okay? I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm really excited about doing these videos and trying to get them out to you. I enjoy education, I enjoy teaching, and I do have another student, in-person student, showing up very soon, so it's time to cut this video down a little bit. Again, Mike Mike Rittenhouse, this was dedicated to you, man. You're the inspiration for giving me the idea to do a rudiment video and just cover some of these simple rudiments. So thanks again, Mike. Thanks a lot. All right, so please like, subscribe, comment. Also be aware of the chats that you can donate money to me so that I can keep buying equipment and keeping things alive in terms of shooting my videos. I'll give you an example. One of my light bulbs, I have a light right here. One of the bulbs blew out. Luckily I had a spare and I was able to replace it and everything's fine. But all these things cost money and I like churning the videos out. But if you want to help me out, please feel free to use the supers in the shorts and also on the regular videos. Thank you very much. And as always, keep drumming. See ya.